Good afternoon, everybody. This is David with New Blog Hosting. I hope everybody out there is doing well. Hope everybody's staying safe. What I wanted to talk to you about today is a couple things. We get a lot of requests from bloggers about how to increase traffic, how to make your site more efficient, how to do better with SEO, how to be found in Google. We get the rebranding questions about the redirects and the 301s and all of that good stuff. And we've seen many of you rebrand as much as 3 and 4 times over the past few years as you try to find your niche, or maybe you were a mom blogger and your kids grew up a little bit and you're not a mom blogger anymore. Maybe you turned it into a lifestyle blog or a home style blog or a cooking blog or a parenting blog, if you will. We've seen some of you do a lot of that. What I wanted to mention today is before you start blogging, there are just a few things you need to consider. One, don't do what your friend does. What is your passion? What is your passion? What gets you driving every day? What makes you happy every day? What do you look forward to doing? What do you look forward to reading about? What do you look forward to talking about? Especially talking. What do you look forward to going to the store and buying? Do you look forward to something being released, a movie or a book, or what do you know the most about? What makes your blood boil? What gets your blood pressure up? What gets you excited? We see a lot of folks, you'll have what I call the driving to work blogging idea. And you go home, or while you're at work, you talk to somebody on Facebook or Twitter. That sounds like a great idea. That sounds like a great idea. Let me go do that. Just because somebody else suggested it does not mean it's the right answer for you. You have to do what you are passionate about. What gets your blood pumping? Me, I like technology. Anything technology related. I like motorsports, NASCAR. Those would be the two things that you would see me blogging about mainstream. Now you might see me break off into video broadcasting or video editing or something like that, but that would fall under technology. So the first thing you've got to do, find what you're passionate about. That should be where your blog is. Not what your neighbor suggests, not what your friend on Facebook says you're good at. Really, what gets your blood going? If you're married, ask your significant other. This is a conversation possibly to include them in what do you two enjoy doing together? Do you enjoy traveling? If so, make a travel blog. Do it together. Get your camera out, get your microphone out, turn it into something. But you've got to do what makes you passionate. What you are passionate about. If you don't, your blog won't go far, because you'll have this energy and this drive and this desire. Yeah, I got something new. I'm going to be popular. I'm going to get followers. It's going to be great. But you will fizzle out because it's not your passion. We see people do it all the time at New Blog Hosting. We see blogs come in, maybe they last a month, maybe they last 6 months, some last a year, some last a couple of years, and they're well developed. They look nice, and that's something we're going to get into. They look nice. some effort was put into what this blogger was doing, but it wasn't their passion, so they fell off the rails. That's the second thing. When you decide what you're passionate about, everybody wants to go buy that domain name. Everybody wants to get the nice looking website up. I'm going to tell you, take a different approach. I'm going to tell you, set yourself a schedule, set yourself a calendar, make yourself accountable for what needs to be done. You can have the best looking website in the world. If it doesn't have good content, it doesn't matter what the website looks like. Set yourself a calendar. I'm going to have one article every Tuesday. I'm going to do 2 articles a week, one on Monday, one on Friday. I'm not going to blog on Saturday and Sunday. You've got to hold yourself accountable. Get your friends to hold you accountable. Get your spouse to hold you accountable. You've got to be accountable for making these posts. Once you start falling off the schedule, it goes back to doing what you're passionate about. The ideas slowly start to fade. You lose enthusiasm. You just don't get there anymore. You've got to choose, like I said, what you're passionate about. You've got to make yourself stick to a schedule. When you start dropping that schedule off, maybe you need to reevaluate whether you should be blogging or not, whether you are still passionate about what you chose to blog about. That kind of leads me to the third. Pick your domain name. Do some shopping. Go to our website at New Blog Hosting. Start typing in domain names. See what's available. What interests you? Is it joecares.com? Is it Sally's Traveling or Sally's Travel Adventures.com? Type in some. Don't buy the first thing that comes to mind. See what's available. Because remember, unless you rebrand, the domain name is what you're stuck with. It's tied to you. It's always going to be tied to you. You've got to make sure you choose something that maybe if you have big aspirations, you can brand it. You can put it on a t-shirt, put it on a bumper sticker, put it on a hat, if you have those aspirations. Some people blog just for a hobby. Some people blog just for an outlet to talk about something. Some people see those hobbies and those outlets turn into sources of income unexpectedly. So you've got to choose what you're passionate about. You have to. And choose the domain name you can stick with. Make sure it works. Not that it feels good for just that second, that it feels good down the line. Then, you come to newbloghosting.com, you choose your hosting plan, and you ask us to help you out, and we get you the right plan. We get your domain name registered. We get WordPress installed. Then the next thing we hear, oh my, design. And everybody wants their website to look the best, feel the best, or look better than someone else's, or have features that somebody else doesn't have. Step back. Don't let your website do 2 things. Don't let it get too busy. Don't let it get too crowded. I know that's kind of one and the same. You want your content to be presented in a way that's easy to read, easy to find. It's not crowded. You're not bombarding people's screens with click here for Facebook, click here for Pinterest, click here for Instagram. You've got to get the content out there. Then at the bottom or the left or the right, have those sharing options. Don't be forcing someone to share your content. Let your content do the walking for you. If it's good content, it interests somebody and they are interested in sharing it, it'll naturally happen. Don't always go for the big, bold look. Sometimes simple is best. Simple will get you places. Simple will absolutely get you places. Sometimes something that's simple, content right up in front of the user's face, they can see your top stories, they can see your passion, they can see what you're good at. They'll read it, they'll share it. Once you've done that, you can jump into some of the technical details such as SEO and image optimization and whatnot, and start tweaking what you have. And we'll get into that in a later video. But first, here are the steps that we recommend. Passion. Find your passion. Gotta have it. Secondly, start shopping for a domain. Thirdly, put yourself on a schedule. Make yourself stick to it. Fourth, choose a good theme. And then 5, make your content easy to understand. Make it easy to read. A lot of people, blogging is hard. Blogging is hard because it's a crowded market. It's oversaturated. But sometimes just taking a simple, basic approach, it's easy for you, it's easy for your readers. People like things easy. Hold yourself accountable, make it work. Easy content. How you do your content is totally up to you. Maybe you have a discussion with your readers. Maybe you give an opinion. That's up to you. Make it easy. Follow those steps. Got questions? Come see us at newbloghosting.com. We're always here to help you. Submit a ticket to support at newbloghosting.net. We'll be here to help you. You don't have to be a customer to submit a ticket. Just send an email to the email address. And if you need help getting started, we'll guide you. We'll get you where you need to go. Hope everybody's having a good day. This is David with New Blog Hosting. If you like the video, please do us a favor. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe down below. We would appreciate it. It helps get our videos to the top of the list so people do see them and benefit. Thanks, everybody. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.